勇敢飞翔，抓住每个目标。I feel so strong， 心中烈火不熄灭，为梦想全力去闯。Bright we can fly on， 燃烧灵魂不退让。Come on， 我们坚持守护它。I feel so good， 大声喊出我不怕，用我们的力量支持它。Brave we can do it， 就算受伤也不怕。Come on， 我们坚持守护它。
Hello， 欢迎来到桃园璞园领航员的主场，我是宜博。
Hello， 大家好，我是元气 MC 肉头。
哎呀，非常开心在假日的时间看到各位乘客来到板桥体育馆支持我们的领航员。那目前呢，桃园巨蛋呢还在维修当中，接下来3场主场赛事我们都会在这里举办。那今天呢，如果你准备好要来应援我们的飞行员，我要听到一个最大的尖叫声！
是的，感谢各位乘客呢，陪着我们一起从桃园巨蛋飞来了板桥体育馆，参加这场舞曲派对。
Welcome to the party！ 1月份呢，我们将迎来全新的主题，邀请各位回到复古的 disco 年代，来到这座领航大舞厅。
今天也会有非常多结合舞蹈表演的一些游戏，然后也请大家敬请期待喽。
还要邀请各位呢，在这个寒冷的冬天，跟我们一起来舞动身体啦。
对，没错。但我觉得讲到了复古的舞步，我觉得宜博你一定知道一点，可不可以秀个几招给大家看看？可以吗？大家想看宜博跳舞吗？
跳舞我不行，虚心步我可以啊。
可以。
虚心步可不可以？
可以。
跳舞不要自己跳好不好？
好。
邀请现场所有乘客还有若彤一起来，可以吗？
可以。
舞步我是真的不太在行，但是呢，氛围我应该是可以分享一下。我就分享一个动作好了。好，这个先帮我，乘客可以有空的帮我站起来，可以吗？好，来，这先帮我站一个3七步，站一个3七步，3七步。好，来把你的这个膝盖顶出去，膝盖顶出去，再加上一个耶，你的世界就会变得不一样了。这时候 DJ Vic Music。这边的朋友很好，跟着我们节奏一起，膝盖顶出去 ，Come on， 所以哦，换边，若彤太厉害了吧？好了，给自己一个最大的尖叫声！
哇塞，宜博都跳成这样了，答应我，你们今天一定要大力的跳起来，好不好？
好了，这个不胡闹了，还是要欢迎一下我们的来访客队——台杠铃篮球队。
来访客对台南台钢猎鹰球员名单：2号张志豪，6号白萨，7号崇义人，8号李允杰，10号丹尼尔，13号谢宗荣，15号林宇谦，24号郭少杰 ，Number 29 Tobin Carberry 多比，先发5人名单 Starting 5，1号王立祥，3号古毛维佳。Number 4, Demon Brooks, Demon。Number 12, Venus Gracial Nice 贝纳诗。23号陈范博彦。教练团体能教练郭涵博，助理教练 Sean Hill Martin, Chris O'Shea 邱品莲，总教练 Ron Horner， 总经理王成伟。
成长不是偶然，而是一次又一次，让胜利变得理所当然。
无缘接触，所有球队办理这4次的联盟。
1
再来。再来一次。
我来主宰，这是我的舞台，身边都是 highlight。Dare to fly， 超人期待。Dare to fly， 我来主宰，这是我的舞台，身边都是 highlight。Dare to fly， 超人期待。We are pilots。Right here, let's go. 快过去，现在未来 ，We take it off。一再探头率先在，请跟着音乐点着头。Oh, eyes on me， 我们对付起来变接手。Cause we ready to the fly you've been waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting for. Oh, oh, oh. Dare to fly， 我来主宰，这是我的舞台，身边都是 highlight。Dare to fly， 超人期待。Dare to fly， 我来主宰，这是我的舞台，身边都是 highlight。Dare to fly， 超人期待。We are pilots。Oh, eyes on me, oh, eyes on me, oh, eyes on me. Me and my crew 都在找寻 ，Pilots 心里要小心，我们离目标就快靠近 ，Cause we ready to fly. We fly into the sky， 也知道你们都会在 ，Cause we know what you're waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting for. Oh, oh, oh. Dare to fly， 我来主宰，这是我的舞台，身边都是 highlight。Dare to fly， 超人期待。Dare to fly， 我来主宰，这是我的舞台，身边都是 highlight。Dare to fly， 超人期待。We are Dare to fly， 我来主宰，这是我的舞台，身边都是 highlight。Dare to fly， 超人期待。Dare to fly， 我来主宰，这是我的舞台，身边都是 highlight。Dare to fly， 超人期待。We are pilots。
让我们欢迎桃园璞园领航员球员名单。准备好5号威朗喷射机飞进你的心，欧文陈向爽。准备好3号控球胜利军空中好声音，帅气小生陈立胜。准备好10号坚持到底漂配男子汉李明威。准备好13号空中飞龙禁区龙卷风谭杰龙。准备好25号你的护国神阵领航不倒翁林胜。准备好31号领航装甲车拦下堡垒 William Artino。准备好1号禁区爆出篮板先知 Mustafa 丁安迪。 前面还有6号关键杀手偏跳大师关塔拉梅拉关大佑。Starting five 先发5人名单。让我们欢迎球衣背号24号 Number 24重返天际线桃园哥哥 Trevia Great。前面号12号0号剑齿虎 Never Give Up 桃园彭于晏李佳卡。前面号21号 Number 21波浪咖啡3分王 Alan Brown。这是球衣背号30号控球魔术师神奇小白白耀森。现在我要听到全板桥最大的尖叫声！让我们欢迎球衣背号69号全城的希望狂野 MVP 野王69卢俊祥。宏源无云开放是彭林生，前教练刘洪守，前教练刘连杰，助理教练何焕伟，助理教练曹伟杰，助理教练陈世杰，助理教练黄启峰，助理教练暨球员发展总监杨一峰，总教练 Caminos， 副领队王少恩，副领队陈信安，欢迎双方球员。如果你觉得身体有点冷的话，欢迎跟我们的音乐一起摇摆你的身体。Let's go！ 对面的朋友，举高你的双手挥起来，也是很好的选择哦。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. We enter yet another new venue in the P.LEAGUE ledger, Banqiao Stadium. And a bit of history is on the line as the Taoyuan Pauian pilots set their sights on the longest season opening winning streak tonight. The pilot's theme is a Taoyuan Da Wu Ting, a disco theme in the new digs here in New Taipei. They're taking on the Tainan TSG Ghosthawks. A belated Happy New Year to all, as the +League English broadcast was on assignment for the Braves homestand. The return of Beast and Michael Singletary to action. The Pilots started the season off with 6 wins, no losses, and will once again put the record on the line, this time with 3 games in 4 nights for this homestand. Their first back-to-back and high-intensity assignment, though. They're coming off a very productive business trip. We'll get into that momentarily. On the Mandarin broadcast, on the left is color commentator Qiu Dazong, and on the right is Jason Huang Chongcao from Formosa Television. 球迷朋友们，你找到官方的英文转播，要听中文的讲评，将按到中文的转播链接。谢谢你收看，记得 +League 的转播都要帮忙按赞。The Pilots are still fending off any defeats domestically here in Taiwan. A perfect 6 wins and 0 in the +League. Average margin of victory, 19 points per game. They're coming off a trip to Quanzhou, China, where they beat the Macau Black Bears in the EASL last Sunday. Flew back and handled business against the Braves, 118-97 on Tuesday. Pilots have now the most wins and the best point differential in the ESL as well, with 4 dubs and a +44 margin. The Pilots are the best scoring offense in the league with 111.7 points per game and give up the fewest at 93.2 points per game. What's even more frightening, the Pilots' Pythagorean expectation. That's how many points you score, how many points you give up, through a power of 13.2, basically a guesstimate for you Moneyball fans out there of how many wins they would get, and the number comes out to be 5.6. That's very close to the 6 they actually have. Justin Lu Zhixiang won the MVP for the month of December with 19 points, 3.3 rebounds, 5.7 assists, pushing the high of a player's career in the +League to 8, which he owns. He's continued to push that. He was also in the East Asia Super League October and December Team of the Month. Pilots are chasing the Season 4 New Taipei Kings, who won 7 straight games to start their season. Their average margin of victory in that stretch was +14 points per game. The Pilots have 3 games in 4 nights, and by my math, can actually reduce their playoff clinching number to 10 on the season, just a third away in. That's a pretty incredible pace. And on the other side of #1 seed lock, that also will close in as well to 9. Chen Pauian is featured on the other side with double-digit scoring in 3 consecutive games, a couple of 3s made. He is one of the only bright marks for the Ghosthawks, who suffered a pretty thorough pounding by the Taipei Fuwan Braves last Saturday, 124-89, a 38-point margin. Bears taking revenge on the Ghosthawks, who went to Heping and won by 38. The first homestand, spoiling the Braves' home opener. But it was 8 turnovers in the first quarter that really was causing a lot of problems for the Ghosthawks. They never really brought the intensity necessary. It was the lowest scoring game for the Ghosthawks. They grabbed the fewest rebounds. They allowed the most points by 17. Maybe that goes to show they're a much better team than that. They set the most turnovers and allowed the most assists by their opponents. The Ghosthawks have seen big swings in their performance against the Pilots. Lost by 20, and the Yankee Arc was a big victory by 25 points, and then losing to the Braves as mentioned. Phil was able to do so on 5 of 7 shooting, 5 rebounds as well in just 18 minutes and 21 seconds of action. A little note about the Ghosthawks, they will actually activate Ollie Daniel in place of Gabriel Humphreys, who's dealing with an injury. Daniel looks spry in the pre-game. Many high-flying dunks. We'll see how much he gets to play in this one, as he's been with the team pretty much all this basketball season. However, because of the roster construction, and Gabriel is actually one of the most productive players with a Ghosthawks best plus 40 in his minus. Second is Lewis at plus 23, so there's a margin. Wang Litang, Pang Yunhan, and Wang Yuhe will be the 3 officials for tonight, as the Ghosthawks will start. Benes Grisiones, Chen Fan Pauian, Wang Luxiang will be getting the start next to Gumao Weijia and Damon Brooks. Alec Brown, Travion Graham, Jackie, Li Jiakang, Bai Yaochen, and Justin Lu Zhixiang will be starting for the Pilots, as former Pilot Zhou Yixiang, who is now playing with the Geelong team, the newly formed SBL squad, taking in the game on the Pilots baseline. That's on your left. We are moments away from tip-off here from Banqiao in New Taipei City. Pilots in black, and the Ghosthawks in their white jerseys, as Travion Graham hands it off to Ethan to get us started. Number 12, Jackie in the starting lineup. To Brown, a one-legged pull-up, easy money. On the other side, Chen Fan Pauian getting the start, as Gumao tries to get the quick handoff underneath, and the Pilots take it away. Around, and it's Bai Yaochen with the fast break lay-in, assist to Travion Graham. Graham dealing with an early season and actually preseason left knee injury, but instead of surgery, choosing to rehab it, and he's back in action. Trying to go with a pocket pass again. Pilots snuff it out. Wang Luxiang is hacked on the reach-in, and it'll be the first foul of the game. The Ghosthawks head coach Kerner actually attended the TSG grand opening of their baseball, basketball, volleyball triple complex down in southern Taiwan, as the ball is batted, and it will be for the Ghosthawks. That's twice now. Gumao's been looking for Grisiones, and the pass does not arrive. The Lithuanian trying to go underneath for Chen Fan. A rush shot, and he banks it home. Coach Qiu Dazhong was the head coach of the Kaohsiung Steelers for a couple years. One of his players includes Chen Fan. Adjusted free initially. Pilots can't deliver the basketball, as now from the slide, got 2 in the air with the left hand, and will roll out. Wang Luxiang will put the Ghosthawks ahead with a stroll-up, walk-up 3. Justin and Travion Graham in the 2-man game. Graham's 3 will take a bounce out, as Brown is hit on the follow-up. As the quick mismatch baseline out of bounds. Something Chen Fan has been the beneficiary of a lot of his pro career. Brown gets the soft roll on the free throw. I had the good fortune of calling not only the Pilots Black Bears game in Trinzo, but also the Wednesday night Hong Kong Eastern versus Seoul SK Knights game, which featured Jamal Warney, and that was Alec Brown's teammate in the 2017 FIFA America, I should say. Graham with the rebound, pushing it up ahead. As they go 5-out spacing. Justin, a tough take as Grisiones will start a break for the Ghosthawks. Buyouts and complimented by Irgi for his defense, especially with the Pilots have to deal with Archie Good, who just set the Plus League record with 51 points in a game, as just a little offbeat and a blocking foul on Brown. The reset of the shot clock. And Irgi has seen enough. He's calling to the bench. I believe that is Buyoutson's second personal foul. So that is 3 for the Pilots, 1 for the Ghosthawks, as you can see with the white boxes on your score bug. Wandershout after the down screen, over to Chen. They miss being teammates though by a season. 1 second left, Grisiones turnaround fade, almost. And Ghosthawks get another chance. Jamal into the painted area, misses on the floater. Grisiones, no. And Graham comes away with it. So the Pilots eventually get the stop. And tied up on the jump ball. It will be Ghosthawks on the arrow. This season, the Pilots a lot more confident with their backup point guard position with number 5, Chen Jiangshuang. Signed in the offseason, played in the CBA, and came in to the team very out of shape, but he's worked his way back in as Pauian gets the tough lay-in, and the Ghosthawks once again take the lead. Graham on the slot cut, takes contact, and another jump ball is called. Pilots not happy with the no foul calls, getting a look. Chen curling around. A good counter to Li Jiakang's pressure defense. Jackie, a quick fire 3 as Damon Brooks collects. Brooks, the only import that the Ghosthawks re-signed. There's a switch as Wang Yuxiang cuts and floats, bad miss. Jackie into the painted air, flips it to Alec Brown, not accurate. Go the other way, Lewis has made a 3, cannot connect on a second. Another ball out of bounds. This will stay with the Pilots. Don't look as sharp. Brown is out, Artino and number 6, Guan Daiyou are in. Before the ball is inbounded, we have Benas with the holding foul. From the corner, Chen Jiangshuang fouled initially. Somehow the shot clock set to 15 as Owen takes a spill. Graham going right at Ghosthawks. And I think they're going to call an offensive foul.
No, this can be attacked, never. No, this can be attacked. No. Sir, take it, give 3 times.
Let's see it for ourselves.
Where is the touch? Where is the touch?
I have a hard time believing the call, too. Now the loop, and Ghosthawks can't handle. Would have been easy. Martino rolling, double to Justin, wide open from 3, and he connects. Justin on the season, a 32% at 3-point shooter. And a offensive foul is going the other way, an illegal screen. And just like that, Ghosthawks with 3 personal fouls. And it'll be a first stoppage in the action. The Pilots with an early 9-7 lead here from their new digs in Banqiao.
掌声谢谢 Pilots Crew， 感谢 Pilots Crew， 非常用心，为了复古 Disco 的领航大舞厅，还设定了全新的阵型啊。
You're watching the Plus League English commentary track. If you're tuning in on the YouTube airwaves, please leave a like. A new venue for the Plus League. The Pilots will be playing 3 games in 4 nights. If you're interested in checking things out, 2-2-1 pressure that the Pilots break. Damon Brooks in the middle. Tobin Carberry subbed in. Backdoor cut adjusted, misses badly as Graham hits it on the back of the backboard. Now the Pilots kind of catching the turnover bug. Lamar driving kick. Shiazono from the corner leaves it short, chases his own board. And Chen Fan, foot on the sideline. So it'll be a rotational challenge for the Ghosthawks with their starting center not available. With 3 personal fouls. Martino digging for position, trying to spin to the left shoulder. He gets a foul up against Chinese Taipei teammate Xie Zongrong. Artino was in camp for the last window. The Formosa Dreamers and Brendan Gilbeck would play the 2 games against Atsuki, the Japanese team. He thoroughly thumped Chinese Taipei on the first game, and it was a close matchup not too far from here at Xingzhou Gymnasium. Artino trying to work on what is the 43% from the line. Does lead the plus leagues with a 12.7 forwards per game as Carberry dribbles right on the screen. Over to Gumal with a bunch of daylight, and he downs the 3. Bandayo charging in, and the Pilots save it from going out of bounds. And Yergi is teed up. I'll have to see it again. The referees might have been out of rotation there. So it'll be a free throw for the Ghosthawks before Pilots will have 10 seconds on the clock. The 2 squads have matched up twice prior to tonight. On October 29th, a Wednesday, as Carberry gets the roll. Pilots won 101-89, with the biggest lead of the game being 27 points. Pilots had the lead for 25 minutes. Funny enough, seems so far long ago, Kenneth Farid's only plus league game before signing with a European club. The Ghosthawks were really aggressive for 30 fouls. The Pilots shot 36 free throws. We'll have to dial up that replay in a moment. Then December 21st on Sunday at the Ghosthawks home of Tsinghua University, National Tsinghua University, double team on Artino. Brings a bad, ill-advised pass. Nobody checking Demont Brooks until Alec Brown steps in. That time, Travion Graham was out with a head injury. As Gumal driving kick, Shizolone tries again, and this time it rattles in. Ghosthawks can stay efficient from the outside. They stand a great chance in this one. Already the 3rd made 3 by the squad. Alec Brown can't counter as the Ghosthawks team rebound. Jonah Morris in at small forward. This is quite a big Pilots lineup. Driving kick, Carberry will give it a try, short. Down song. Blocked by Carberry, but it's the Pilots who step up to the line. On this season, Jimmy Shizoro is a only 20% three-point shooter in 15 attempts. So leaving him does make sense looking at the stat sheet as the Ghosthawks get a few changes going. Previously, number 6 Baisa started all 6 games for the Ghosthawks. This is the first one off the bench for him. He's joined by Ethan Zhang. Or Ethan Zhong. Ethan was also a bright spot in the Ghosthawks loss. He scored 13. He's increased his true shooting from last year's 27% to this year's 51. That's a big bump up. Ghosthawks run their play. Ethan firing it back to Baisa, and his 3 wayward. The Pilots with some speed. Artino looked at for a target. Now we'll get a catch. Aggressive move, and he's hit. A trip to the free throw line coming up for Artino. Much more patient there. Leveraged his way to the advantage. Damon Brooks might have had a shot at a clean block. We'll see who the foul is on. It is on Brooks. Artino with the bounce. The Ghosthawks had their offense stalled in their losses for only 87.3 points. That's the lowest split since the Lioneers' 83.3 points in their losses of the 23-24 season. That's funny because that team was a poor -2.8 points per game. It's indicative of their team strength as Baisa and Damon Brooks trying to work together. A double comes, he spins, and is stopped by Alec Brown's help. Owen getting the flip pass up ahead. He got a 3-on-2 going on his own, and the lefty finish. Pilots now with a 3-point lead. A foul by Morris. Morrison, excuse me, as Ethan. The buzz cut. He's played in all 6 games for the Ghosthawks this year. He's seen action for about 16 minutes per, averaging 6.7 points. He and number 2 Zhang Zihao were 2 guys who took advantage of the off-season. 5-out spacing as Morris driving, trying to step across. Miss, got his own board, tried to dump it off to Artino, who eventually gets it off the window. Enough motion in the ocean to avoid a 3-second offensive in the lane violation. Bandeo trying to stick to Carberry as Ethan into some space, floats it in. Ghosthawks are doing well attacking against the Pilots' aggressive defense. Morris again with a double coming, flipping it, but it fouled first, and ended up being an errant pass. Artino probably very familiar with double teams off the post up, giving young Morrison some advice. But Morrison is now in his 6th year as a pro. And only 25 years young. Started his career back in 2020 with the Formosa Dreamers. Then went to the New Taipei DEA. Well, this is very unlike the Pilots, who have been perfect 9 for 9 from the free throw line. That was the one very serious blemish, and one of the only blemishes in their game against the Black Bears. Baisa around the world as the Pilots scrambling. Ethan's 3 is short. Brown is hounded, but there's men up ahead. Chen Jiang doesn't get a pass off. But Guan Dayo, a quick trigger 3, puts the Pilots up by 6. Guan Dayo's had an impressive 44% three-point shooting start to his season. All hit from the back and out of bounds. A minute 22 left in the first quarter, and Artino's going to get a break. Number 25, Ling Zhen, is on. Initially, when there were 3 guys hounding Alec Brown for the rebound, I thought there definitely should have been a pass up ahead. Guan Dayo gets the Pilots the score anyways in transition. Baisa, tough scoop. The other way, Alec Brown beats all the Ghosthawks down court. That's unacceptable. Alec Brown was the help defender on that last play. Backdoor is covered up. Carberry works to his left. Pull up from 18. Got it. Martino whip through. He knocks it down. It seems that the Pilots are without the service of Andy, number 1, Mustafa Deng. He was announced, but not dressed in uniform as Carberry too strong. Briciones in the middle. And awkward bad passing between Chen Jiangshuang trying to hit Guan Dayou on the break. Get another look, Baisa. And Carberry. Now Martino will take Alec Brown's place. He's played all of the first quarter here until this last 12 seconds. Carberry in traffic, jump pass. Ethan's fake pass to the shot, bingo. That'll do it. The Pilots open up a 29-24 lead after the first quarter. Teams will talk it over as we take a break here in Banqiao Stadium, the Pilots' new home for the season.
各位乘客们，现在是 WeCoWare 的魔法水壶时间。大家有听到这个音乐吗？当我举起我的魔法水壶的时候，指到你们就要跟着一起这样，跟着音乐一起。拿出你的魔法水壶，跟着一起，指到你了，这位乘客非常好，跟着我们的魔法水壶一起施展可爱的魔法吧。非常好，非常好，乘客照到你了，施展你的可爱魔法吧。跟着一起，没错没错，就是这样，很可爱，非常可爱，要到你了，跟着我们的 WeCoWare 我们的水壶一起，可爱，非常好。Hello， dance dance dance。找到你了，跟着一起。不要害羞，不要害羞。等一下过程中呢，也会有非常多的游戏，希望大家等一下可以热情的回应哦。谢谢 Pilot School 以及谢谢所有的乘客，等一下继续帮领航员加油。
谢谢肉彤，谢谢我们音乐好伙伴 WeCoWare。好的，来到我们第2节的比赛。各位乘客，如果你的身体还没有热起来的话，那我们继续投入比赛，来帮领航员加油。
The East Asia Super League is off until January 21st, a triple header of action that day. Chen Fan is shooting the 3 as the Ghosthawks win the battle for the boards, but Brooks forced into a brick. And on the deck, the Ghosthawks, Xie Zonglong forces a jump ball. Ghosthawks started the quarter with the ball, so first jump ball will return to the Pilots. Jackie will run it down with Chen Jiangshuang Owen now on the handoff. Jonah Morrison from 10 feet with the running jumper. Carberry trying to take the speed advantage. But Ethan from 15 in the corner. Jonah Morrison's fellow 2020 classmate in Linton also started his career then as Brooks gets the ricochet and it's in. Up close, and the aforementioned Linton will get the score. Jackie trying to stay close to Carberry, switching to the left. Tough take, he's got the foul. And it will be Ollie Daniel getting his first stint as a Ghosthawk. Get another look at Damon Brooks. Strong move, then Alec Brown delivering the assist. Chen swung to the bench. He's had a very questionable start to this game with a lot of jump passes that have put that basketball in danger. Don't want to do that as a point guard. We mentioned the Pilots have been good from the free throw line. How about the 4 for 4? Now 5 for 5 start for the Ghosthawks. Ethan back in with 2 personal fouls. As Alec Brown starts a handoff with Graham getting onto the down screen. Short as Ollie Daniel collects his first rebound as a Ghosthawk, wearing number 10 now. And kick, look out. Hard one into Ling Jun's moneymaker. So a reset of the shot clock. Daniel is listed at 207 centimeters tall. Quite a bit more than his teammate Gabby Humphrey at 195 centimeters. But Gabby, a very capable shot blocker. Tefan with the shot clock running down, hits it from the top, and we have a tie game. Jackie driving, needs some help as Alec Brown will go from the corner. That's another one of his hot spots. He puts the Pilots back up. Brooks driving and beating Travion to the hoop. Brown had the mismatch, a cutting Ethan, swing it around to Jackie, and eventually a whistle does come. Pretty sweet no-look pass from Jackie. Just held Phil enough to give Brown a window, and then Brooks got him with Graham. It's pretty even to the end, but offense gets to create the space and the lefty finish. Jackie on track to have back-to-back double-digit scoring averages this season and last. That'd be an impressive feat. He's second in the Plus League in local player efficiency rating at 19.5. Your average is 15. Well, for local players, it's lower than that, but overall in the league, it's 15, as the math equation goes. 19, good mark Fan underneath, now feigning a screen as a physical deflection. We'll stay with the Ghosthawks. 8.9 on the shot clock. Corner, if you need a reminder from the first quarter, dressed up for a special occasion. Fan, one dribble pull up, in and out. Pilots have a chance to get a two-possession lead, and Jackie does on the hesitation layup. Clean move, that's 4 consecutive points for him. Pilots kind of have their starting 5, and it is their starting 5 out there. Brooks working on the right side against Travion Graham, spinning baseline, and a whistle comes. That's Travion's second personal. Miscommunication between Gumao and Carberry. Martino subbed in for Brown. Damon Brooks out of Charlotte, North Carolina, was the Week 3 MVP. He was the only import for the Ghosthawks in defeating the Braves. He had 36 points, 9 rebounds. Did not fare nearly as well in their repeat matchup. Pilots cross the timeline as the Ghosthawks back in that 2-3 zone. Jackie from the left corner swishes it. Could have had Travion Graham on the right wing. Ghosthawks call a strategy. It's a 3-man game up top. Fan, a dribble pull-up, got it. Fan Pauian, an early 10 points. He's the leading scorer of all of those on the field, on the court. Travion Graham quickly counters. That one was perfect. His boys seated courtside. Maybe waiting for the exciting action of the fourth quarter. Daniel waved off. He's screening for Brooks. He screens for Gumal. And that one might have been tipped off the rim as Justin foul on the pass. Don't know if he's touched the basketball till that possession. So the two teams with a pretty good 3-point shooting start to this game. 5 for 12 are the Ghosthawks. Pilots are 5 for 9. Ethan and Artino. Artino is held. That's the 4th team foul by the Ghosthawks. My mistake, their 3rd. I think we're getting a time check according to the information we got from our producing team at Formosa Television. Graham to Justin, looking for Artino as a running hook. Artino missed the putback. How about a 3rd attempt? Brooks, tough move. Travion tried to jump the pass, and Brooks also strong enough to take on Artino. Justin from deep range, as that's tipped out to a Ghosthawk. Come on, Pauian Travion again. Spinning strip from the behind, and Jackie was the help defender. I think a common foul is an okay call there. And a look previously at the score. Tough. Get another look at the foul. Maybe a little bit more latitude, but I think Brooks blindsided by the steal with a mere reaction. Ethan charging right, going at Umal, and misses the runner. To the other side, it's Phil on the tic-tac-toe. Good counter by the Ghosthawks. Just like that, a 2-point deficit for White. Jackie patient with it, working into the paint. As Artino to Ethan. Dump, and the little lefty flip, as it looked like Daniel took a hit. Grucionas was at the scores table ready to check in, as let's see what happened to Daniel. Previously, it was Ethan with the miss, and the Ghosthawks executing a 3-man weave. Get another look at Artino coming down on Ali Daniel. That's unfortunate. Looks like he has a cut around his eye. Medical staff will check that one out. So you already saw it, but the referees want to take another look at the follow-through for themselves. Daniel has 45 career plus league games played, scoring 247 points. He actually scored 22 points in a contest. Another look at Artino. It'd be a hard argument to convince me that there was any malicious intent. That was kind of like in the wrong place, the wrong time. So unlike what I thought, they will upgrade it.
好的，现在请裁判老师来说明最后判罚的状况。
好，因为经过回放，我们检视阿提诺的动作超过合理的圆柱体范围，引用暴力条款 ，U foul 罚2球，恢复比赛。
So the explanation is a cylinder.
He's looking the ball. He don't know.
Let's look again. Well, I guess technically he's outside his own cylinder. I think I would disagree with the referees because one of the FIBA rules is that the offensive player should be allowed to land safely into a space.
This is never a U foul. Never a U foul.
Well, awkwardly, Daniel is getting treated, so his replacement will have to shoot these free throws. And initially, Corner was gonna sub in Griciones, and now Xiezonong will be taking these free throws. So a chance to tie or go ahead for the Ghosthawks. As more and more staff are heading to Ali Daniel's direction. On the switch, Lewis 3 for 3. Under 4.5 to go in the first half. Justin to Ethan underneath, and he's hit by Jimmy. More free throws coming up for the Pilots. And look, Pilots also countering with a couple of baseline cuts. That was a quick stint. Xiezonong only his first personal. Now Griciones will check in for him. Finally, a miss for the Pilots at the line. A contested three by Chen Fan. Guan Dayo was on it, and he's going to get the deep pass. He's got him one-on-one and chooses to get some offense going for the Pilots. Now it's Ethan's turn. Easily turns the corner, and Artino this time gets the putback. Gumal trying to get it back with the fancy move, and misses it badly. 2-on-2 up ahead. Guan Dayo thanks to Artino's screen, and Corner gets his timeout eventually with the scorers table. 3:14 left in the first half. Pilots have pulled ahead.
完成了博朗咖啡的3分球任务，恭喜各位！博朗咖啡要送给大家 EX 双倍浓烈咖啡100瓶，恭喜各位，也谢谢应援好伙伴博朗咖啡。恭喜呢拿到我们中场游戏信物的朋友等等，中场要跟我们女孩一起来玩舞曲大风吹的游戏。 这节来到3分14秒，51比14。各位乘客，保持你的能量。
Here in the second quarter of game number 13 of the Plus League regular season, the Pilots battle with the Ghosthawks. And there continues to be EMS attention for Ali Daniel, who's returned to action with a new club. 2 pressuring the inbound, and Gumal finally frees himself up. Was getting a word from first-year Ghosthawks assistant coach Chris O'Shea. He drives, and the pass will bounce out of bounds. Trying to hit Grisionis again, this time on the wraparound, and the Pilots had even more hands in the passing lane. Now you're wondering if they're also evaluating Daniel for possible concussion. Damon Brooks shoots it over the top, and it falls. The Ghosthawks needed that one to break the Pilot streak there. Then Jiang Song in. There's Justin getting the Artino screen, has a crease, a tough take, and gets it to fall. Justin now with 5 points as Damon Brooks feeling it. Cashes another 3. Now second to Tefan with 11 points. Two consecutive screens for Justin as he tries to flip it to Artino. Gumal smacks it out of bounds. And a look at Justin maneuvering around Ethan. And we have a timeout on the floor.
Going back. Owen, Alec, Will, we do different. Will, you here. Alec and Juan, we go ahead. What I want is this, but on this, Justin, if you can pass Will, quick backdoor, okay? If the ball comes here, Justin, keep playing the backdoor, and Alec, come for a flirt. We need to finish really quick, and after one shot, run back everybody, okay? Let's go, eh? Let's go, 1, 2, 3.
So you're calling a timeout because he has him on his hands, and there's only 4.7 on the shot clock. Well, there's been one other game in January 10th in Plus League history as we take a look at Nansan High School, a school that uses red in their jersey, but there's only one red hoodie in that group. January 10th, 2021, the inaugural Plus League season. The Braves beat the Lioneers 105 to 98. That in a moment as Artino takes the deep shot, and the Ghosthawks will get the stop. Something definitely went wrong there. I didn't think I heard. I thought I heard Justin backdoor, Alec Brown flare screen. Brooks will pass and now set up on the screen. 25 feet out. Gumal Weichak gives it a try. And fight for the rebound will be a jump ball. And now Artino not so happy about the physicality on that play, though. Irgi getting him to calm down. Let's take another look. Well, there was no contact to Artino's temple. Sometimes the paint doesn't come right away. 14 on the shot clock for the Ghosthawks. Going with some spin. Gumal Weichak with the easy lefty lay-in. The Ghosthawks are the one of the lower assists per game teams, and that's kind of why, as Willie Martino gets the and one. Towel off before, 12.6 boards on his night. think that is fair. The first contact was passed off by the referees. The second one was called. Damon now with 3 personal fouls. George Prisiones has the 2 Ghosthawks in some foul trouble. No pilot has more than a 2. Down by 4, Ghosthawks have a 2-for-1 going as Damon catch and shoot almost, and Justin brushes it out of bounds. He's not in the most advantageous spot. Carberry and Jimmy will check in together. Justin's reach will be the Pilots' 4th foul as a team. Justin's first personal. Not the worst foul in the world, though. Fresh 14 for the Ghosthawks. And a inbounding violation. Ethan was the only one coming to the basketball until the 4th second when Carberry started to move. Bandayo left open, his 3 too strong. And a little Ghosthawk on Ghosthawk action and a foul first. All free throws on Artino's effort. Pilots are about to take free throws 16 and 17. I thought the reputation of this arena was supposed to be it's cold and hard to shoot in. From the free throw line, it evidently does not play out that way. Artino taking the lead for the Pilots' individual scoring. Time running down, about a 3-second shot clock, first half clock difference. Jimmy with a corner too, got it. Pies get up ahead, Justin flings it, and it's no good. In the second quarter, the Ghosthawks cut the Pilots' lead to 4 points as they will head to the lockers, talk it over. You're watching the Plus League regular season here from Ban Chao Stadium.
Ladies and gentlemen， 各位在场的帅哥美女，板桥彭于晏、桃园蔡依林，让我们欢迎今晚最闪、最辣、最带劲、最火、最炸、最狂、最凶、最嗨、最烫、最有感觉、最不讲理、最会把你灵魂摇出来的神曲 ，We Are Pilots Crew。
他们冷笑说我们不会闪耀，说梦太狂会被现实吞掉。Pilots Crew 不为谁低头，不怕惧被
It's halftime here. The Pilots playing the Ghosthawks for the 3rd time this season. The first time the Plus League has entered the historic grounds of Banqiao Stadium. Taiwanese basketball fans will be very familiar. It is the very frequent host of the Super Basketball League and the Women's Super Basketball League competition. Qiu Dazhong and Huang Chongcao are your Mandarin broadcasters. I'm Ryan Chen. Thank you for tuning in. Thinking back on the first half action in this one, as for most of the television people, kindly pull out the stats from the first half of action. We have scoring, field goal shooting, three-point shooting, rebounds, assists, and turnovers. Right now, the biggest story is not what's shown on the graphic, is that we have a very good 96% free throw shooting by these two teams combined. The Ghosthawks 9 for 9, the Pilots 16 of 17. Is this the Taoyuan Pauian Pilots? The Plus League average this season is 68%. So, for the sake of everyone, a very good step up. Yurgi Camino and William Artino received specialty fouls in the first half. Artino, the unsportsmanlike foul that I have to disagree with upon review, but it was a blow that took out the Ghosthawks' freshly activated Ali Daniel with a gash on his right side of his face. Yurgi, for arguing in the first quarter, kind of understandable. The Pilots do have a large rebounding advantage, but not all rebounds are created equally. A number of them might have been William Martino or other teammates' putback attempts that did not go in. Those all count. One thing that applies to both teams, I could say, is that the point guards are not generating enough good looks, are not creating enough. We did see Gumao on one of his last scores on a Spain pick and roll, so that was basically 2 screens to get him free for a layup. But Chen has missed his opportunities, and for the Pilots backup, Chen Jiangshuang, he's played a poor game after we gave him some compliments for his rounding into form. Pauian has once again turned in a solid performance. He's a double-digit scorer with efficient scoring from the field. Devon Brooks is leading the squad with his aggressive play, especially trying to pick on Travion Graham of the Pilots. Their two bigs, Brown and Artino, lead them in scoring. The Pilots are playing the first of 3 games in 4 nights, so rotation. And eventually mental concentration will play a big factor down the line. We'll take a break before our next segment.
这么快，这么快 ，OK，
非常好。
我希望这个游戏可以玩久一点，可惜时间不允许啊。好，恭喜！接下来第3轮啦，第3轮。
第3轮是我们的6抢3。
哦，场上的乘客们厉害哦。来， 来，这个游戏比的是反应还有卡位。
椅子越来越少喽，大家注意喽。
这一轮就要比出胜负了嘛？
胜负呢，就是3位乘客。
好，准备好了哦 ，DJ Vicker。
哎呦，跳起来哦！
这个世界只听见我的心在跳，路人不重要，想都往往跳，
跟着音乐一起跳哦！哎呦哎呦，哎，大家出来一点，大家。
哦！恭喜恭喜恭喜！好的，谢谢我们所有乘客，谢谢，也恭喜这3位获得我们 WeCoWear 的水壶，谢谢。
而且这一款还是球员的背号的特别款哦，感谢我们的 WeCoWear。
好，那我们一起站到中圈呢，等待我们工作人员测完道具，来颁奖跟合照留念。
谢谢 WeCoWear 提供我们轻量设计且环保材质制造，让你的健康补水不负担。
来，最后6位嘛，好，欢迎我们最后6位的参赛者都到我们中间集合。
那我们到中间。
获胜的3位帮我们。
Tomorrow, January 11th, the Taipei Fuwan Braves will come into this building to take on the Taoyuan Pauian Pilots. The Braves won both of their weekend games until the Pilots bested them on Tuesday night. Beast Lin Zijie returned to action after injuring his wrist real badly in the Game 7 winner-take-all of the Plus League finals last year. Showed out well, as did Michael Singletary. Glad to have both of those guys back to action. We'll see how they do as the road team, however. For the Tainan TSG Ghosthawks, Damon Brooks has 14, Chen Fan 12, Jimmy Shizong coming off the bench with 7, Taoyuan Ethan with 6, and Guma Weijia with 5 points. Chen Fan Pauian perhaps might take the starting role away from last year's favorite small forward, Guo Shaojie. Trying to find an efficient jump shooter out there. Chen Fan, now his 4th game in a row, scoring in double digits. Damon Brooks, though, really taking matters into his own hands with a very aggressive attitude, attacking the basket. Taking on Brown, Artino, and getting the best of Travion Graham a few times in the first half. It will definitely be something that the Pilot staff will have to address with the whole club. On the Pilot side, William Artino with an incredible 7 for 7 at the line, part of his 15 points. Alec Brown following him with 12. Li Jiakang getting the start in this one with 7 points. Guan Daiyou with 5, and Justin Lu Junxiang, a very subdued 5 points on 2 of 8 shooting. William Martino doing most of his damage up close to the basket. As mentioned, he has a lot of putback opportunities. In fact, 6 offensive rebounds to only 1 defensive rebound. I think that's pretty indicative of the kind of touches he's been getting. Well, we got 24 minutes in the second half to determine the winner in this one. We'll go to break and be back in a moment.
Never back down.
3节要在1分钟之后回到场上，请我们乘客全朋友们可以缓缓的回到座位。好的，各位乘客，我们博朗咖啡馆咖啡的活动呢，记得到我们户外的服务区来领取哦。我们看到航下补给局区有一位朋友呢，举高了达佑的加油板板。他写着“正南之光，关达佑，欢迎你啊，欢迎你，欢迎你！”非常可爱，是一个达佑小时候的照片。第3节比赛要回到赛场上。上下接地距安全到左上。好，再来我们转播的时间回到场上。3节比赛。
Both teams with their starting lineups out there. Alec Brown with an open catch and shoot, and it's no good. And it will be a turnover on the offensive foul by the Ghosthawks. Pauian's third personal. Changing things up, Ghosthawks and man-D. As Ethan counter spins, he's stuffed. Grisiones flips it ahead. Tenfan has to beat Graham, misses, and Grisiones with a putback. Pilots are countering though. Graham, one man to beat, will take it to the corner. Justin from 19 feet, no good, and a bad ricochet, look out. It looks like Benas took a hit to the face. Get another look at good help defense. Grisiones on the season averages 1.25 blocks per game, and nearby was Damon Brooks, who averages 1 per game. I'll have to double check the stat sheet. Looks like Grisiones is. Ghosthawks not running any offense until 8 seconds on the shot clock. As Gumao, he's stuffed. In Mandarin, we use the word "tai jiandando," or thought it was too easy. And they're going to call a double foul as Li Jiakang engaged in an arm hook. Well, it is Phil's 4th personal foul. I want to take another look at that one. Plus League players offensively have shown propensity to create contact like such. Driving kick. Graham, not a clean catch, but figures it out as Damon Brooks. Strong board. Just 2 points so far in the second half by the Ghosthawks. The pilots collide as Grisionis screens for Grumall. And Wang Lushan with a contested 3. No look pass up ahead. Justin will get control of it. Graham to Jackie, counter spinning through a lot of contact as hits off of Phil and out of bounds. Substitution, as mentioned, Guo Shaojie used to be the, at least last season, the often starting small forward. He will come in. Seconds as Jackie turns it over. Ethan trying to be aggressive, gets the blocking foul.
Stop the clock! You miss 8 seconds! Stop the clock!
Now Irgi not happy with the table officials for...
You missed 10 seconds, 12 seconds. No, it's your job, not my job. It's your job. It's your job. You need to be sure that they stop it. Come on. I'm more focused than you.
Can't disagree with Irgi there. So 9:24 put on the third quarter clock. On with a crease, Grisionis over the top to Damon Brooks. That was halfway down and out. Owen on the cut, takes the bump, and gets it in anyways. Brooks driving on Graham, but picked up the dribble. Now he wants the post up. Before Damon Brooks makes a move, Graham body bumps him, his third personal. And another whistle. Pilots on the switch. Foul Grisionis. So the Ghosthawks will be shooting free throws for the rest of 8:28. The make by Brooks is a now 2-point game. Jackie working with Brown, flips up an air ball on the floater. And the Ghosthawks have numbers. Ball working to the right, a hurried pass and a turnover. I think the point guards so far of this game all get D marks, if you ask me. Very unacceptable play out there. Lots of turnovers, bad decision, bad spacing. Yet he'll stay in there. Bai Sam and Guo Shaojie will be the wings. Justin keeping the drive alive, now taken away. He has not had a good game either. Ghosthawks lets one fly, lets the shot fly, and that's no good and a rebounding foul. Gumal Weijia's 4th personal. For Artino on the mid post and a hooking foul. So free throws. Tonight is not the night to be fouling Will Artino. They're certainly hooking and grappling. That's not legal defense. Could get away with one, but switching hands starts to make it really obvious to the referees. Bad table operations. Or I thought that was the 4th team foul. We'll get a check between the scorekeepers and the referees. So I was incorrect. Artino making a serious grounds on what was a 43% free throw percentage. Tiali Daniel, apparently the cut was above the eyebrow, and there's a miss. That's also an incredible change of fortunes, at least for the game, because Artino only 48% in ESL as well. Brooks turns it away as Carbre to Jimmy. Working on the baseline, and they count the shot, but it's a miss. Pilots have Artino up ahead, and with a nice reach, get the lay-in. Didn't realize he still had an angle with the Ghosthawks dutifully pushing him underneath the basket. Brooks counters into some space, and he's hit from Justin. His back turned toward the offensive player. Well, I think a lot of things. We finally have a stoppage in the game as the teams try to course correct. A lot of time left, though.
领航大舞厅诚意营业中，热舞的时刻又来啦！跟着 P.LEAGUE 一起来跳我们的辉夜特别版摩笛舞，一起呐喊，想胡牌打发财，球场要拼胜利，台桌要拼发财。跟着 P.LEAGUE 一起跳，就有机会获得空姐们手中的达美乐披萨兑换券哦！一起跳摩笛舞，想胡牌打发财，跟着一起跳摩笛舞。美女找到你了，想胡牌打发财 ，dance， 想胡牌打发财，跟着 P.LEAGUE 一起想胡牌打发财。谢谢 P.LEAGUE， 也谢谢所有乘客们。
Follow the stats of the game at pleagueofficial.com/game/674 for this one, or follow links on pleagueofficial.com. The second half has been wanting for offense. The two teams combined only have 9 points. We're almost halfway through on a combined 4 for 16 from the field. DeMar Brooks makes the first free throw. Zone defense, Justin walks into an open 18-footer. He's having probably his worst game. And a step on the baseline out of bounds. Brooks was gone. I want to see that one again for myself. He was already at half court when that call came in. To play power forward as Guan Dayo misses, Artino misses. How about Lington with a tip? That's no good. Ghosthawks with some space as Damon can't get the handle. Ghosthawks had all the momentum for almost the play. Well, if the Pilots aren't going to make any shots, the Ghosthawks can play whatever zone they want, whatever defense they want. Chen Jiangshuang gives it a try, and he finally buries one. Scored 14 points in the last game against the Braves as a off-ball foul. So the Pilots looked a little bit more confused. The two coaches chastising each other a little bit too. One thinks it's a flop, one thinks it's unsportsmanlike. We are looking at two very different things. The referees do have a conference, and I think they're just going to deem it a regular personal foul. Corner can challenge, though I think the referee's advising him that would not be wise. They already got the foul call. Well, unless Guan Dayo is giving us such a good acting job to act innocent on an unsportsmanlike foul. The initial context clues makes me think a common foul is warranted, considering Baisa ended up on the floor. Let's get another look. Oh, it's Chen Jiangshuang sticking his rear end out.
屁股出去而已啊，对啊，没有到那里啦，没有屁股出去，没有暗算啊，也没有恶性的行为。他知道他来，他就是弯腰而已，知道吗？有碰到了，有碰到了，碰到一点点啦，就是碰到一点点啦，对啦，对，可以犯犯规了。
You'd have to really stretch the 5 definitions of an unsportsmanlike foul. And so Corner, like he does often in the Plus League, utilizes his challenge to upgrade a foul, and he doesn't get it. Not to say he's wrong, there's certainly a foul. But the chances of an upgrade, I'd very much question. Well, Baisa has 2 free throws. Continue to add to the tally on the quarter. 3 points on the night. Make it 4. Ball gets away from the Pilots and the Ghosthawks. Still got a little bit of work to do. I saw a driving kick. Carberry getting the screen from Brooks. He's got a mismatch, but the help comes. Counter spinning. The right hand can't get it to fall. Travion Graham taking on the defense. So a missed opportunity is somebody else's gain. Play slow down as Brooks feigns the screen. Now he makes contact. Ghosthawks, long 2 and airballs it. Ghosthawks are struggling to get some open looks. Good job by Ghosthawks to stay legal, though he did take a little brush to the nose. Man defense is actually pushed way up. Graham drives and gets the continuation. That was an easy one. I think corner, rightfully so, wondering, just based on the speed of the dribble, if the foul was there, I think it could have been on that last dribble. If it's on the dribble, then there would be no continuation. Now, there was contact on the follow-up as well, and that could be called, so. Graham gets the bonus as well. And the Pilots have once again built up the lead with a 13-8 third quarter. Carberry and Brooks working together. Carberry left open, too strong. Forward right to Chen. He's hit in transition. Owen is a 7 for 8 free throw shooter this season. She has good shooting splits across too. 50% from 2, 36% from 3. Lead for the Pilots reaching double digits as corner looking for a line change. And Baisa misses the bunny. Got his own board. As Ghosthawks can't hit. How about Carberry from center, and there it goes. And another turnover by Chen Jiangsong, 2-on-1. And Carberry lays it in. Wrestling match to the floor. Nobody wins, nobody loses. And Graham is called for traveling.
By some falking before. Travel agree. Good call.
Riciones, Lewis, and Ethan fresh in as Jimmy goes to the deck. wide-ranging hook shot. Carberry with 7 straight points. Artino left open. Up big and good. One thing about the Ghosthawks tonight is they've allowed a scored at a very high percentage after they get a bucket. Let's see the out of bounds, and it's for the Pilots. Travion Graham that time gambled on the pass, and it paid off. Carberry with the sky hook, and then Artino getting it right back. Ethan will enter the game, but run off ball as Graham, quick double against him. Leads in from the mid-post. Interesting spacing. Block from behind. Face that way. Graciones with the facial. An emphatic 2 points. Still a 2-possession game. Artino, even through some stumbling, bumbling, will get 2 points as a counter. He's got a smile on his face. You win some, you lose some. Carberry stays hot with another jumper. And a foul is called, and sending the Ghosthawks in disbelief. Get another look. One impressive thing about Graciones, can dunk with either hand. And Artino with the retort. Bandayo actually attempting his first free throws this Plus League regular season. Out of Greenland County, will miss the second. A 5-point game here in the third quarter with a minute left. For Lewis. In the screen, Pilots aggressively double and recover. But Carberry with a look, almost, as Artino. Strong fight for the rebound, and he's hit on the sideline. Pretty heady move there, and it's Benas's 4th personal. It's one of those, if you can help it, try to get more out of trouble. Is there traveling? No, he put the basketball down, at least on that last move. Ollie Daniels good enough to come back in. He's been on the exercise bike ever since they properly patched him up. Artino's got to tell us his secrets. 9 for 10 at the line. He's got a 23-point game going on. Pilots up by 7. There's a few possessions left here in the third. They're trying to get Carberry free. They switch. Jimmy from the elbow, got it. Pretty move. Jed Donald's got 9 as Ethan, tricky dribble, waiting for the clock to wind down. to Artino. Fires the 3, is too strong. Lingta with 2 seconds left. Short. So Pilots missed their opportunity to expand on the lead. It will be 5 points heading into the 4th and final frame of this one.
好的，又到了我们的 WeCoWare 的魔法水壶时刻啦！被指到的乘客要跟着我们的音乐一起使出你的可爱魔法，一起。乘客照到你了，哎，怎么躲起来了？我们的魔法水壶指到你哦，要使出你的可爱魔法，跟着音乐一起。美女拍到你哦，跟着我们的音乐一起摇摆，使出你的可爱魔法。弟弟拍到你了，一起装可爱，一起摇，对，非常好，超可爱，跟着我们的魔法水壶一起，照到你了，各位乘客，跟着我们的魔法水壶一起使出可爱魔法，不要害羞，不要害羞，哦，非常好，非常好，就是这样，有米。拿出你的 WeCoWare 的魔法水壶，一起装可爱，使出你的可爱魔法，非常好。哦 ，Hello， 妹妹。哦，没错，就是这样，跟着一起。哦，非常好，非常好，超级可爱，谢谢你。跟着我们的魔法水壶一起摇摆，哦，非常好，感谢各位乘客，谢谢各位乘客，也继续帮领航员加油，谢谢 WeCoWare。
From the pilots' new digs at Banqiao Stadium in the basically southwest part of New Taipei City. That was a quarter to forget with 11 combined turnovers between the two teams and a 36% field goal shooting. Early foul on the quarter. It was Graham and Ethan trying to defend the Brooks Carberry pick and roll. Bialton's 4th personal. Has seen a lot more limited, or a lot of limited playing time because of this foul situation. Brooks, tough take, gets it to fall. Driving kick as Travion Graham put a little too much mustard on that shot. Chance to tie for the Ghosthawks. Carberry to Brooks. This 3 on the way. No, and it takes a ricochet off of Wang Luxiang. Lewis was crashing the boards. Got too close to the action. Trying to turn the corner on Ethan. Now Artino back to Graham. Artino from 20 feet in and out. Pilots, not very inspired offense as Carberry, nothing but net. We have a tie game at 80. Belated call as Graham initially stopped. Now they're going to saw you foul. We've not seen Alec Brown for a while. He's checking in. As we get another look at the last sequence. Chiazolo's third personal. Graham now a double-digit scorer. Here you see the free throw shooting. High percentage and a lot for the Pilots. Justin trying to follow Lewis. Swinging around to Brooks. Trying to get the handoff. Pilots cover that up. Step back three on the way. No. The fight for the rebound, and they say off of the Pilots. Chiazolo ended up on the floor. And a look at the arms tangled up. I think that's a good no call. Trying to hit the other corner. Ethan charges, lost it, but right to a teammate. Maybe it was a pass. Ghosthawks, as a famous broadcast in the region says, white on rice. Back to a tie. Jackie spins into some space. Weird Pilots spacing. Graham to an open Ethan. He's left and punishes the Ghosthawks with a triple. In the pass, and Jimmy is going to be called for the travel. I think even a jump ball would have been a preferable outcome for the Ghosthawks. And it was Ethan. I think he might get an assist from the scorer's table if they're generous. Graham and Brown split. Justin kicks it to Graham, who slow steps his way to a layup. Damon Brooks might have took a boo-boo on the drive. He'll retie his shoes. We have a timeout on the floor. Pilots back up to a 5-point lead. As a reminder, if you're watching on the Plus League YouTube stream, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to leave a like. Tonight, tomorrow night, and Tuesday night, the Pilots 3 games in 4 nights homestand here at Bench House Stadium. Gumaweja subbed in. Carberry tied it up at 80-80, but the Pilot starters back in. Made it a 5-point lead as Ethan bumped a couple times on that defensive possession. Skies for the rebound. Graham seeing 3 defenders, a bad pass. Might have been deflected. Ghosthawks takeaway. Shizuoka almost got the mismatch. Around nearby and help. Back to Brooks from the top. It's just off as it could have been a call on the rebound. Shizuoka ended up on the floor. Another look. Not nothing there on the play. I think certainly that the Ghosthawks lose the basketball has got to add to the frustrations. Because if it was a no call, but Jimmy was able to pass it to a teammate, they might be mad, but an acceptable outcome. Credit to Brooks for the headlong dive into the backcourt to try to save that basketball. Same score as when we got into timeout. Ethan, having made a three from the other wing, makes it an 8-point game with that splash. Ghosthawks need an answer. Chen trying to get free. How about on the reload? Dribble pull up, no. Brown getting a turn, and he drops it in. Three-pointers from the Pilots have opened up an 11-point lead just like that here in the fourth quarter. Brooks trying to go with speed, ends up losing it. Puts it off Alec Brown, who's become his primary defender. Done a good job. There you see Baisa. His fall end up being the Ghosthawks out of rotation. Then three try to guard the ball as a player goes down and a second player goes down. And the Ghosthawks another 5-second inbounding violation. Still a lot of ball game left. Gamble on the pass. Good effort by Baisad. Did not win the argument about the out of bounds, last to touch. Ethan was a quick post up. Freed up Jackie from the right corner. Try to add on to the lead. He drains it. And a timeout called. Kind of a slip and slide out there. As another Ghosthawks end up on the floor. You can see what's going on out there. It's too late then. As Lee Jiakang with a double-digit scoring performance. Well, we have to catch up on the details from the last Pilots win against the Ghosthawks. That was the Pilots' best start of the season in the first quarter, 38-21, getting up by 17. Well, the Ghosthawks have certainly fought off that in this game, but they would fall by as much as 31 points behind and eventually lose by 20 in that December 21 game. So this is the closest they've been, and right now it seems oh so far away. Trying to go with a oop, and Brown hits it out of bounds. Grisionis took a bump on the hip. Miscommunicate on the switch as Baisa can't get it to fall. This season, a 27% three-point shooter. Jackie fakes the pass to a deep range three as Guandayo saves it for his team. More driving kick, this time on the catch. Might have been deflected, and Ethan convinced, and Yergi will issue the challenge as the two teams will go to their coach, talk it over.
Hey, good and important.
This can be an important call for the game as the Ghosthawks really need to find some momentum, and a break like this could help them out. It squirts between their two legs. It's hard to tell. That is the best angle to see it. So an unsuccessful challenge. Let's see what the Ghosthawks do. Two screens for Gumal. He kicks it to Baisa, missed that last one, and now Brooks gives him another chance. Nice shake and bake, and Grisionis, another left-handed slam. Good execution by the Ghosthawks. They've run that play a lot in this game. Jackie shakes free and connects on another three-pointer. That's the Pilots' 5th as a team this quarter. A brick, and the Pilots save it from going out of bounds. Chance to come back, hang it in the balance as Guandayo hesitates and needs to find the rock. Jackie flicks it up, and the Ghosthawks get themselves a stop. Come on, Brooks on the spin will get it to go. So far, been a 19-11 fourth quarter. Alec Brown with some daylight. That's 2 stops in a row for the Ghosthawks as Jackie gambles and fouls on the reach. A good feed by Baisa. Grisionis. Guarded by Owen as Long takes a hurried shot. Very much forcing things as Pilots set up a diamond. Now break out of it. Martino turns it over. Brooks, fancy move, gets the lay-in, and the Ghosthawks with a prayer in this one. Pilots have been stopped several times down the floor now. Good aggressive double by Xie Zonglong. And the Pilots will call timeout.
Don't force that drive too much now, okay? Hey, we go like this. We go like this. Hey, we go like this. Alex here. Wheel here. Owen, you inbound. One, okay, and Jackie. Alex, go for Will. And after this, one, back here, and Jackie, back to Alex. Okay, Owen, one bounce up, completely out. Okay, one back screen, and run back. Yes, two enough bounce to use. Yes, man, there, let's go.
The Pilots' longest winning streak last season was only 5 games between December 29th and February 2nd. Miscommunication on the alley as Brown to a semi-open Owen, and the Ghosthawks get another stop. The Pilots did win the first 7 out of 8 last season. And an illegal screen against Damon as Guan Dayo ended up on the floor. Take a look, if Damon gave space, all that right arm to Guan Dayo's head and neck area says otherwise. All the Pilots have been dry in this last stretch. Jackie to a cutting Guan Dayo. How about a turnaround bank? Still no. Artino. 1, 2, no good. Car break to the right side, and Alec Brown picks his pocket. And Guan Dayo off of a Ghosthawk out of bounds. Good effort by everybody. Too fancy. No pass to be made there. And credit to the Ghosthawks for hustling in the play, whereas Guan Dayo thought he had a wide open Artino. Under 2 minutes, Pilots can really afford to burn a lot of the offensive clock and game clock. Travion Graham back in the action, and a flip carry by Chen Jiangshuang. As strong as the Pilots played earlier in this quarter, I think the second half is evening things out. Overall, 6 for 16 from the field this quarter. Yes, it's not so good. Ghosthawks, meanwhile, only have 2 made threes in the second half as Carberry getting his own miss. Chiazono, look out. And an offensive 3 seconds. A little confusing considering Carberry put up a shot. So we're approaching a minute to go. Martino has Brooks behind him. And now Travion called for 3 seconds. Just putting the finishing touches on this one. Over to Gumont on the left wing, and no good. Damon Brooks is probably tiring out. And Graham has it stolen away from him. Carberry, Gumont with a second chance. He makes good on it. Need to get it across the timeline. The Ghosthawks are not actually in a penalty area. Graham will dribble out the clock, and the Pilots will come away with the 99-91 victory. A win by 8 points. I think there was a lot left to be desired out there on the court. Perhaps a lot left to be desired on the headset as well. The Ghosthawks were led by Damon Brooks' 24 points and 11 rebounds. He was joined by Chen Fan, who was 12 points in the first half, was his tally for the game. Carberry had a strong push in the second half. He ended up with 17. Meanwhile, on the Pilot side, they do tie the 4th season New Taipei Kings with a 7-game win streak to start the season. And now they can set their sights on the Season 3 and Pilots and the Season 4 Dreamers, who have 10-game winning streaks that tie each other for the Plus League regular season overall record. The Pilots will go around to high-five the fans in the first row in this rather intimate venue here at Banqiao Stadium. Since Irgi Caminos has took over the program, the Pilots' undefeated start this season has actually pushed them past the New Taipei Kings regular season winning percentage in that window, so it doesn't include the Pilots' last place Season 2 finish. They now have a near 63% winning percentage. The only active team in positive territory are the Taipei Fubon Braves with 55% of a winning percentage. So this one's in the book. Remember, folks, tomorrow the Pilots play the Taipei Fubon Braves, who will bus over with another 5 p.m. tip. Well, we are hanging around to wait for our player of the game and post-game player interview. We'll step aside and be right back.
好的，掌声欢迎今天最佳飞行员 William Artino。时间交给我们主播重操。
好，全场的乘客们，先给今天表现最好的 Artino 一个热情的掌声，好不好？
耶！
好 ，Artino， 今天这场比赛非常的艰困。那你得到了24分，13个篮板，13个篮板里面有10个都是进攻篮板。可不可以跟我们谈一下，今天你在篮底下做了哪一些的贡献跟努力？
I mean, that's just the role that Coach gave for me to be in that position. So I just come every day and bring all the energy I can to help the team win.
他就是做好教练给他的角色，他就是每天带着能量去打球，然后帮助球队赢球。好，那今天其实是来到了板桥体育馆，不是在熟悉的桃园巨蛋。对于 Artino 来说，在这个场馆作战有没有什么不一样的感觉，或者是一些差异？
All the fans were still here, so no matter the court, as long as we have our fans, it's a home court for us.
因为球迷都有来帮我们加油，所以不管地板如何，不管场地如何，我们都感受到一样的温暖。今天 Artino 有一个非常值得赞赏的，就是他的罚球。今天的罚球线上非常的准。在这场比赛之前，是不是有做出哪一些的准备？
Just try and be better than last game.
就是每天试着罚的比前一场更好。好，那今天后面是来到了领航大舞厅，全场的乘客们想不想看 Artino 跳舞
Thank you.
对吧？掌声再送给 Artino， 也请 Artino 签上 MVP 的签名。
好的，谢谢重操，谢谢Artino。好的，我们现在呢要请Artino为我们签上呢我们的胜利小球。 好，我们一起来拍一张照 ，take a picture。Pilot Crew 靠近一点 ，Pilot Crew get close please。好，请我们摄影师准备 ，OK。Look the duck for 3, 2, 1, yeah。好的，接下来呢，我们要请Artino把球送给各位。接好了，后面的朋友。 好，好，我们要请Artino呢为我们签下我们棉豆腐的胜利小飞机。And one picture. OK， 我们让Artino独照一张。3, 2, 1。 And welcome the fans， 今天我们 MVP 的 fans 要来颁发我们胜利棉豆腐提供的棉豆皮 ，Take a picture， 3、2、1，他们先来独照一张哦。好 ，Pilot Crew 一张 ，Everybody together。 看中间 ，3、2、1，耶！恭喜我们乘客，谢谢！全场最大的尖叫送给 William Martino，Thank you Will，Thank you。非常感谢 Martino 今天爆炸的表现。那接下来呢，我们还要颁发出的是棉豆腐提供的2颗催眠面包枕头。谢谢我们非人席卖力干扰的乘客，谢谢你们。
A final word here from Banqiao Stadium in New Taipei City, the hopefully temporary home of the Taoyuan Pauian pilots as Taoyuan Arena undergoes renovations. Qiu Dazong and Huang Songcao on the Mandarin commentary track. I'm Ryan Chen. Thank you once again for tuning in. A final few words about the progression of the game tonight. I think the second half, the pilots did get hot as a squad, whereas the Ghosthawks can only count on Carberry, who got hot for a stretch. And there's the combined team statistics. The pilots a little bit more proficient from three-point land. They do have more rebounds, a few more assists, and equal number of turnovers. And again, not all rebounds are created equal. I don't think the possessions are really authentic to what end up being the shot attempts. And don't forget the free throw shooting. And as for William Martino, his big inside presence for 10 offensive rebounds, though a lot of those were tip-ins that count as well. Or I guess tip misses that count, put back tips that miss. And the Ghosthawks fouled him a lot, but he made him pay the price with 10 for 11 free throw shooting. Well, this wouldn't be as close of a game as Justin Lu Junxiang's double-digit scoring streak has ended at 14 games. He only had 5 in this one, but another game tomorrow to turn things around. So the Pilots' homestand continues tomorrow night against the Taipei Fubon Braves, who they beat now 3 times on the season. The Braves want to take a bite at them. And then the Yankee Arc will play the Pilots on Tuesday night at 7. It'll be a little bit more rest for the Pilots before that one. The Arc looking for their first win as a franchise. So we'll see how Banqiao Stadium plays tomorrow night on a Sunday. On behalf of our broadcasters, Formosa Television, our partners, the teams in the Plus League, and the league offices, I've been Ryan Chen, and we'll see you in the next one.